Today I'm starting my adventure in Palm Springs at the Palm Springs tram something or other, and hopefully I will be making my way all the way up to the summit of the San Jancinto Mountain. Unfortunately, it wasn't until the end of the day when I realized that I had been mispronouncing the mountain's name the entire trip. I now know that it is pronounced San Jacinto, and I hope that my mispronunciation isn't too distracting throughout this video. The Palm Springs aerial tram was the dream child of electrical engineer Francis Crocker. He thought this up in 1935 while he was on a trip to Banning, California. Mopping his brow in the heat of the day, Crocker gazed at the still snow-capped peaks of San Jancinto Mountain at 10,834 feet elevation, and longed to, quote, go up there where it's nice and cool, end quote. Francis Crocker's dream was completed in 1963. The inaugural ride occurred on September 12th of that year, with local and state dignitaries and celebrities on hand. Since 1963, over 20 million people have traveled the 10 minutes, 2.5-mile ride, which begins at the Valley Station, elevation 2,643 feet, and ends at the Mountain Station, elevation 8,516 feet. Construction of the tramway was an engineering challenge and was soon labeled the eighth wonder of the world. This honor was earned because of the ingenious use of helicopters in erecting 4 of the 5 supporting towers. 25 years later, the tramway was designated an historic civil engineering landmark. In 1998, the tramway announced that it would be embarking on an ambitious modernization program that would see the construction and installation of new cars and an update of its facilities. Beginning in September of 2000, passengers first rode the world's largest rotating tram car. As much as I appreciated this engineering marvel, I can't help but be honest with y'all. I was so happy to be back on solid ground. Okay, here we go. I'm officially on the trail. I'm at about 8,400 feet, I think. I'm gonna double check that information. But the crowds are starting to thin and I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm excited. I checked in at the ranger station and drank about 1 liter of water, and it feels really good to be up here. I think I've already said that, but I'm not nervous, I think is what I mean. Usually when I start something like this, I'm a bit nervous, and today I'm not. I'm just practicing living in the moment and going as far as I can, and that's just what it is. So onward and upward. I'm 1 mile in. I finished my first liter of water, and man, I keep hearing things behind me thinking it's a mountain lion. Okay, I'm 1 mile in. I finished my first liter of water, and I see my first hill. So let's go. First hill. Killed it! It was a short one. I kept my breath under control. My heart rate stayed at, well, it's 89 right now. Nope, 98 right now. I don't know what that means. I need to figure it out. But the good news is that I'm taking it very slow. I'm not out of breath. I don't feel like I'm in any sort of crisis. And it's making me feel more and more confident about the JMT in 5 weeks. For all of you backpackers out there, Privies in the middle of the forest? Oh my God, best day ever. All right, there's a giant tree down that is, it's kind of messed up the trail a wee bit. And I was so focused on this amazing flat part of the trail that I was just like heads down, going, and ended up like some crazy place off the trail. It's not a hike with stripes unless we get lost at least once. But I'm back on it now, and thank God for GPS. All right, here it is. Wellman's Divide. 1 mile apparently is the hill or mountain or incline that is the hardest part about this trail. Let's do it. Okay, if we all remember back when I backpacked through the Tetons, there was that one day, day 2, I think it's called Devil's Canyon, and it was 3,000 feet of elevation and about 8 miles. And I remember approaching the top of that. Oh shit, there's more snow. I really don't know if I'm going in the right direction. Okay, all right. I am going in the right direction. There's just a lot of trees down and snow fields, and so I want to make sure that I'm staying on the trail. Anyway, 3,000 feet of elevation in 8 miles, and it freaking wrecked me. I'm still recovering from that day. And today, I'm climbing up right now 7 feet of elevation in 1 mile. Sorry, 700 feet of elevation in 1 mile. And it feels significantly different. I'm at about the same elevation as I was in Devil's Canyon. So my point to this long drawn out story is that I'm really impressed by how much better I am at this than I was a year ago. And, you know, those emotions were real, and that was a really hard day. And compared to other backpackers, I'm sure it was nothing, but for me, it took everything for me to get to that top of that hill. And today I'm just sort of cruising up. So today will be around 2,000 feet of elevation in 6 miles. All right, this is kind of the situation I've been dealing with all day. Where's the trail, y'all? Where's the trail? I'm doing well getting up this steep spot. I feel confident about it, except for that there's so many times where I don't know where the trail is because of the snow coverage. So it's been real slow going, which, you know what? I think that's okay. I think it's better to be safe than sorry, and this is essentially a getting off the couch and onto the trail experience. So I think I'm doing well. On my way up to this lookout point, I found a husband and wife sitting sort of out in the middle of nowhere, and I approached them and asked them if they were okay, and they were lost. They didn't have any GPS or maps or any way of trying to figure out where the trail was. So I helped them get to this point and then directed them back off of the mountain. Hopefully they made it home okay. I know this is gonna be hard for y'all to believe, but I'm taking a break. Full 10 minutes. I set my timer. Taking a break. I don't know if this will zoom in enough, but right on that flat ridge right there is somebody's home. Do you see it? I later learned that that's actually the tram station and felt a little silly thinking it was somebody's home. I'm not even to the top yet. Look at this view. And then around this little corner, what is that? Oh, there's magic everywhere. Everywhere. Look at this tree. Holy moly. I have 1.4 miles to the top and I'm hitting a wall. I've had plenty of food. I've had plenty of water. I've taken it super slow. Must be the elevation? I don't know. But I'm really working hard at not beating myself up right now. God, why do we do that? It's so rude. I'm gonna make it to the top. I have 8 hours to make it to the top and back down before the last tram leaves. Totally doable. Further up on the trail, I met up with some PCT hikers who also told me that they were having difficulty on the top of that mountain. For some reason, that made me feel so much better. Holy moly! I made it to the shelter. I made it to the shelter. Oh my God. There it is, y'all. It's official. My first guest book. Here it is. I know this is on every single YouTube channel regarding this mountain, but the difference is I'm not on every YouTube channel, and I made it. I made it up to this place. Holy moly. All right, I'm gonna ditch my pack and make it up to the summit. Guess where I am? The top of the mountain. Ah, we did it. We did it. That's the summit. Took pictures up there. My mouth hurts from smiling so much. There you go. JMT, here we come. Okay, let's go home. This is incredible. It's hard to leave. But you know what's easy, or what's making it easy? This 10,000 foot of elevation. Let's get back down onto sea level and get something yummy to eat. Thank you so much for joining me on another incredible adventure.